What's up, guys? Today on Park B, we check out two of the best prototypes Discraft has ever released. Let's take a look. All right, back at Norris Park, we have two really good discs in our hands. The Paul McBeth Testalento finish for test flight. These are dropping at Worlds next week in Finland. This is called the Malita. It's the new mid-range based off the Malta, same small diameter. We'll get into the details in just a second. And then the Zone SS, which as the name implies, is a new straight companion to the Zone. I'm gonna let Pete take this for a second and explain the ins and outs of the Zone SS, and I'll show you guys more about this a little later.
Zone SS, a lot of you guys have been asking for this disc. I mean, everyone loves the Zone. One thing that isn't particularly great about the Zone is that you can't get it to turn reliably. Discraft has now introduced this with the Zone SS. Similar feel to a Zone, flat, very flat top. The big difference here is that you have this rounded edge here. If you compare these two side by side, you can just see how much more round the Zone SS is compared to the Zone.
It's also shallower too, it seems.
Yes, and that's the other big thing, is that when you're getting there in forehand grip, this is almost covering that, and you're getting a little bit tiny of coming off, but honestly, it feels really good for forehand. I've been chucking it a lot for forehand.
Show the backhand grip too. They feel great for backhand as well.
Backhand, that's, I think, another big thing for Zone throwers, is that people don't necessarily love them for backhands, and I think this is going to fit that slot perfectly.
Yeah.
One of the best prototypes I've ever thrown. When it comes to picking up a disc that I've never thrown before, probably the easiest to learn flight I've ever had from a prototype.
Cool.
So, Zone SS.
The Malita. When I was first told the name Malita, I thought he said the Maltita, like the little Malta. But it's Malita. Paul informed us it's the Greek for sweet honey, which is kind of cool. Its side of the Malta is that Malta is the land of honey, which is where some of Paul's distant ancestors and relatives are from Malta, which is kind of cool. That's the tie-in there if you didn't know. The disc itself, Malta in my right hand, the Malita in my left, they're both a small diameter mid-range, so they're gonna feel very comfortable in the hand regardless of your hand size. I have smaller hands, so this thing feels great. It's like how the Zone SS is a little more shallow than the Zone. I'd say that the Malita is also on the shallow side for a mid-range. Comparatively, I mean, if you're looking at the rim, it's nothing like a Malta. Malta being extremely concave rim with the bead. Malita being a flat rim edge and sort of this blunt flat nose. This thing is awesome. Flies super straight. We're out here, like I said, at Norris. We're just gonna run around, throw a bunch of different shots, go out in the field. He's gonna throw the Malita some, I'm gonna throw the Zone SS some, vice versa. Have a good time. I'm gonna go ahead and check it right here.
Bang this thing. Bro's out of breath after talking.
I just bear crawled up a hill. You'll see that in a later video. All right, we're gonna try to go down the middle.
Yeah.
Turn.
Not full turn, but I mean, you see it.
Yeah.
It's got a Buzz SS Meteor type flight to it.
Yeah, it's really late flipping, which is cool.
In comparison, the Zone SS is not a late flipper, it's an early flipper, so it's something that you can release on hyzer, and it's gonna pop up real quick.
Yeah.
Hopefully I can demonstrate that. Flipper! Under the basket!
Perfect.
You're gonna see a lot of these straight down the tunnel shots. We're just gonna show you why straight at it summer is a thing. Straight at it summer. Oh!
It's a good shot though.
He's peer pressuring me to throw forehand with this Malita.
I feel like it's good for it.
It feels good for forehand. It feels much better than I thought it would.
Yeah, sure.
That's not too bad.
I wouldn't normally throw a Zone unless like situation really required it, winds high, or if there's, you know, if I really needed to dump. But with the Zone SS, I'm thinking I can just kind of throw it flat and do like a putter shot thing, but with a little bit less glide. So.
Oh. Oh.
What?
Oh.
Dude, it literally flies like a beat up Jawbreaker Zone.
Your
like
life has changed.
It flips, and then as soon as it's done, it just goes.
Truly display the flippiness of the Zone SS. Forehand flip up, turn all the way over to the basket.
Pretty beautiful.
Beautiful.
Not bad.
You left.
Oh! Could have kicked in.
Not particularly known as a backhand guy, but I do like throwing this thing because it's nice and controllable. I'll go right at it. Like, I enjoy that.
Lovely.
To just be able to throw something on hyzer and just like let it go and do its thing. All right, we're out in the field, folks. We just wanted to get some true flights out of both of the Malita and the Zone SS. Stay tuned to the end of the video because we're gonna give our predictions on what the flight numbers are of these discs. I'll probably be throwing the Zone SS to show you how it flies. This would be a stock release for this disc. Hyzer, flip up, straight, a little bit fake.
Yeah.
Just like that.
So at the beginning of this video, I likened the Malita to a couple different discs. I do have a Malta with this, but it's like a jawbreaker, so it's not going to fly like a real Malta. And really there's no sense in comparing this to the Malta because the Malta is very overstable and this is not. But I did mention the Buzz SS because it has kind of the flat wing shape, albeit this is a little more shallow and maybe a little bit slower too, potentially. And I also liken this to the Soul, which again I don't have here, but you're just going to trust me on that. If you aren't throwing a Soul, you should be. This is just a little more overstable than that.
Give me a hyzer flip.
Stock flight. So that was pretty, I think I rolled my wrist a little bit.
No, I think that's the true flight of that disc.
You think so?
Yeah.
I feel like it flipped a little bit quicker than I was expecting. Let's try a Buzz SS, try to throw it the exact same way. Definitely more overstable.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
A true hyzer flip, both.
A true hyzer flip disc. I don't think, I'm gonna try to get another clean release on the Malta, or the Malita.
We're on the back side here.
Going back.
I'm gonna go backhand. Basically same release that I threw forehand, but backhand.
Yeah.
Probably gonna get a little less flip, because I got a lot less speed coming out of the backhand. But here's a good reference. Oh, still flip though.
I mean, yeah.
Pretty similar flights, honestly.
That's super good.
I will be throwing that. That's going to be making my bag for backhand alone, because I've struggled with that shot, and it feels good in my hand to throw it.
That's exciting. I'm gonna try to go back at it again and throw it and get it to turn and flip it flat.
There we are.
Yeah, so it turns a little bit. There's, I think, like a slight headwind, just a smidge, that maybe turn a little bit more, but I mean, that's smooth, folks.
Okay, one of the main things I wanted to do for this video is get all three variants of the Zone. Zone OS, Zone, Zone SS. I want to show you all three pure flights and show you why there's the difference and why you need to bag all three of these.
While Pete was able to show you the three different discs and compare the flights and all that and do the ace trace, we only have this to compare itself to. So for the last two shots, I'm gonna show you like a really committed turnover and then a really committed hyzer flip, but so steep that it does land on hyzer again. So first and foremost, try to hit this thing hard and high.
Yeah, dude. Yep.
And that's perfect for that shot. That's cool. Okay. Now we'll just check out the hyzer and then we'll give our predictions for flight numbers. My favorite shot to throw in disc golf is the hyzer flip to hyzer, also known as the power hyzer. I don't really throw with power, but I do throw on hyzer, and I think this disc will do just that. It is the thing where if you throw it on enough hyzer, it flips to flat, but it doesn't turn. It just gets all that extra glide and distance, and then fades a little bit of push.
Yeah?
Yeah, I kind of skied it out a little bit, but you get all that distance and it didn't turn.
Okay, as promised, flight numbers. Discraft, first of all, you guys cooked with this disc. Something that I've been looking for and something a lot of other people have been looking for. Flippy zone, something you can control, flip up, it's great. My predictions for the Zone SS, and Discraft, I hope you're watching because I think it does deserve a 5 glide. I think it's a 4, 5, -1, 1. Compared to what, a Zone 4304? No, 4303. Stock Zone 4303 and the companion to it 4.5 -1 1. Could be a 4.4 -1 1, but I think it's got 5 glide. This thing goes forever. It's a really good disc.
And to finish this off, the Malita from Paul McBeth. I'm very excited about the stock run of this mold. This is a fantastic disc. I've had a lot of fun throwing it, and I'm going to have a lot of fun throwing it in the future.
It's in the bag.
It's in the bag, for sure. Yeah, no, it is.
Both of these discs are in the bag for me, honestly.
I throw a lot of flippy mids, especially the sole and the Comet. I like both those discs a lot. And this is like the perfect combination between those two molds, where the sole is maybe sometimes too flippy and the Comet maybe doesn't feel the best in my hand. This solves those problems with a more of a stable sole package and a little bit better feel than the Comet. So you guys are gonna want to get your hands on these. They're fantastic. Flight numbers wise, I think this may sound familiar initially. 5, it's a mid, 5. 5, it's got a lot of glide. -2, 1. So it does have a lot of turn mid-flight, or a decent amount of turn mid-flight. But all my throws, for the most part, unless I really smacked on it, did have a little bit of comeback at the end. And so for that reason, it's got just a smidge of fade at the end. Fantastic disc. Both these fantastic discs. Can't wait for you guys to throw them and give us your opinions on what we think, again, are two of the best Discraft prototypes to come out in a long time. We hope you enjoyed it. Stay locked in on all things Parker OB by subscribing, obviously, down below, or check out Ledgestone Disc Golf on Instagram, where we post a lot about stuff like this, prototypes, brand new releases, all the good stuff. See you in the next one. Later.